Welcome back, folks. Today's in this screencast, I would like to show how we can generate a random string in PHP. I would like to implement all the functions, methods that brought to us by PHP, and in order to generate the random string, and some custom tweaks will be there. Now, before I start writing code to generate random string, I'd like to show you this browser-based PHP editor. This editor is also powered by PHP language, and it just saves my time whenever I going to learn something new in HTML, CSS, JavaScript, or PHP things. PlayScript helps me a lot. I just do some rough stuffs here and just play around it, and then I go for the production, and that's how PlayScript helps me to learn something new in a quick real time. You can give it a try. Go out into this website and grab a copy of PlayScript by downloading the latest version from here, and it's pretty easy to configure. You can just follow some rules. I think you will be able to do that. Now, anyways, I want to go ahead and start writing code in order to generate the random string in PHP. Now, let me create a new project. Alright. So first of all, I'm really interested in showing you the random function from the PHP community, or from the core of the PHP. Now, the random function does what it takes two parameters. One is minimum and another one is the maximum. Now, we can put a range in it. I will show you in a minute. Now, let's start PHP. And if you want, implementing the random variable, so random function, so so print rand. Now, if we don't put anything inside the parameter, then it's probably going to give some error to us. Random. Oh no, okay, it's work, doesn't really matter. For example, if I do it for a whole bunch of time, let's see what happened there. As you see, it always gives me a random integer value. That's pretty unique, and I like the way it works. But I want to show you another way of using the random function, and let me just do that. So you can give it a range, like you want a random value from 1 to 5,000. Alright, let's print that. So if we print that, then what it will do is it will give me random integer value within this range right here. I hope you would understand, but some so random rand function, not always, it's not like that, but it will always generate a unique random integer values. But so in order to make it unique, we need to be more specific for this stuff to go. So now one way to generate a random integer values in PHP using the rand function. And here is the official documentation of the rand function. You can go to this website in order to get that. Now let's introduce with another function that is similar to rand. It's called the mt_rand. Now, mt_rand is just a mimic of the rand function, and it is from the performance. The mt_rand function is a better choice, but it works the same as the rand function in PHP. But I'd like to show you in a minute. Let me create another new project. Print mt_rand. If I execute that, as you see, that would gives me this unique this unique random integer values. So, but if you I don't think that it's 99% unique, because maybe if if you print a million time a empty rand function, that time maybe there could be few occurrence, few duplication of there, because these random values are not unique by itself. Because whenever you're going to be print empty rand for in terms of a million times, there should be some repetition. So this is not unique 100%ly, but you get a better, um, you get a better random integer values or random string. So that's another idea. Now we can use also the minimum and the maximum parameters there. And the minimum, as you've already seen there, minimum is 10, and we just defining a length of our for a random empty random function. Say I want I want to generate the random values from that starts from 10 to 10,000. Alright, let's print that. There we go. Now it's random integer value or random string. Alright, now let's now we just implemented the empty rand. So you can go to the PHP official documentation page and learn more about it. Yeah, now we can use the unique ID. It seems to be much more efficient in order to generate a unique ID. Here is the official documentation page of the unique ID function, and it's very straightforward, and it takes two parameters. One is the prefix and one is the entropy. Now the prefix things is just like we are adding a prefix and then are the unique ID. Here's some example that you should look to, that you should look at, and let's see an example of how you can go ahead and try with it. So if I just print the unique ID, that should give me some error, I guess. Let me do that. Print unique ID. Oh, sorry. Execute that. Oh, there we go. That's a unique ID. But it's always a good idea to set a prefix of for a unique ID. For example, you are generating lots of unique ID in terms of your database, and you may have user ID. You want to go ahead and create a custom ID for your user. Then you probably wanted to put a prefix for this unique ID, maybe user, and then you set the entropy to true. And if you print that out, that would give you a nicer way to generate unique ID. Now it's really safer, and it's really good practice in our whenever we need unique ID. All right, go ahead and read the documentation and give it a try. And then we have a very interesting function called the time. Now using time function, we can generate the random string, and I will show you in a minute how we can do that. For example, now if we print the time, it is the timestamp of PHP, say time. What it does, it just prints the current time, current date, current seconds, all the steps within this few 11 characters string. It's awesome in order to get unique ID, but it has a drawback when you have say you have a very popular website and it got lots of traffic, and maybe in a second you got hundreds of users in a second. That time it can cause a terrible problem in your database, because the time things, it will print the same in a second. For example, if I go ahead and print some more stuff here, if I go ahead and print the time the same way here, as you see, all the values are same, because it gives me the current time actually. So it's not unique, but if you think of a time interval, then it's probably going to be a unique value. But we can of course make it unique. Maybe we can add some prefix on it. And how we can do that is just say say we're gonna have a say a random string or random value is equals to, we say something like say now I think you should be familiar with the function called string shuffle. If you're not, no problem. What it does, it just shuffle a string, every character of a string. It just rearrange them one after another, one before another. Now we can take advantage of this string shuffle function from PHP in order to generate a random value with the time function by mimicking the time function. So let's begin and let's see how we can do that. String shuffle. Then maybe we can generate empty rand function there. Now what it does, it will shuffle the, or it will rearrange the empty rand functions, the value it returns, and then we add our current time with it. And if I do that, let's say time with shuffle. Oh yeah, I think we got an error there. Well, I'm not sure why it's not working, but I think it should work. But I want to show you the string shuffle anyway. So let's say this is a cat. Oh, sorry, I think I did it wrong. So I didn't print the variable random val. Actually, didn't print the. That's all right. Anyways, now you can see we got a beautiful unique ID. Now we can get rid of this range. Actually, it's not that necessary for us. And again, oh, it's beautiful. Now we have a very beautiful unique ID. That's cool in order to generate and get some generate the random string in PHP. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked the video anyway. If you found it useful, I would like to see some thumbs up from you, and that's my pleasure that you take time to watch this video. Thank you again for being a part of this screencast. Take care.